back to another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series. Today we have Dr. Vinnie Monaco back. We've spoken about some interesting topics, but I know in the style of body alignment that Dr. Vinnie does, his questionnaire goes deeply into what was going on with your mother before you were even born on a questionnaire to do with body alignment. Why have you put that in there, Dr. Vinnie?
Because everything affects us. So it's looking at what was the environment like where, your mom got, you got conceived. What was the relationship between the mother and the father? As I said in one of the other series, Dr. Thomas Verney's book, he said he can track 6 months in utero onward, but he's actually under hypnosis had some of his patients recall conception. Now you can't prove that scientifically because at that point there's no brain, there's no physical structure. Yet he said it's happened so often that you can't just say it's happenstance. So there's something beyond the physical, there's something beyond what science can measure that's in existence as someone's being conceived.
You're talking about the fetus remembering conception?
Well, so the person that was under hypnosis remembering their conception.
Wow.
So, that's in his book. It's not me saying it, it's what he said in his book.
So you mentioned the place of conception. What variance is there in that?
Well, it's just the whole timing to it. Was it a loving thing? Was it a rape? That's going to have an effect. What was the whole dynamic in that whole pregnancy? I've had, with those questionnaires, you find out that the mother had a big fall down a flight of steps, nearly lost the baby, and that's impacted this patient when they've revealed what was going on with them. There's sometimes where the mother wanted to get pregnant, but the father didn't, and so there was another stress that's on there. Or the father left, and the mother ended up having to deliver the baby by herself. So there's all these factors that go on with the mom.
Now that affects the mind. Does it affect the body?
It affects everything, because you can't really separate the body from the mind and the emotions. They all kind of go hand in hand. You can't separate the chemistry.
So what you're saying is to have your body aligned without knowing what the cause of why the body's out in the first place is not going to solve the problem. You're just going to align it, but it's going to keep on coming back.
That's true. And one gentleman that I had in chiropractic college came and spoke. He was the discoverer of motion palpation, which putting motion in to see where's the vertebra locking up. He told a story of this 84-year-old patient that had seen him for like 25 years and always had to adjust the C2 vertebra of this woman. And he goes, she'd come in once a month for care, always the C2, always the C2. And then one day she came in and there was no C2 subluxation, as he said. And he goes, what's different? You've been coming here for 25 years. Oh, last week my husband died. We've been married for 50 years. And so what he said was the cause of what he was saying, the cause of her subluxation was the husband. That every time she'd come in, the stresses that were going on in that dynamic, that C2 vertebra would always show up. Once the woman's husband died, that stress was gone, the vertebra was not malaligned. So there's many different factors that cause it. So what are we taking care of? Are we taking care of a symptom, or are we going right to the cause to assist the person in tweaking that a bit?
Isn't that interesting? Epigenetics, our environment, what we think, the cloud that we live under in a relationship is having an effect on what's going on. How many people have broken away from that relationship and their whole life changed and their health improved? So, let's close off by saying everything that surrounds you has an effect upon you and can have effect on your body alignment, your physical and your mental approach to life. There you go. Have a think about that one. And thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.